What is going on, guys? JT Mathis 48 here with a Giants franchise video. And in this video we're not going to be playing a game because, as I've previously said, I am getting an Elgato and a Blue Yeti mic so I can do it more professionally instead of seeing random cuts, trying to make stuff on the fly. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. That should come Friday, Saturday, so expect to see a franchise video somewhere around there with the first real test. But in this video we're going to be looking at the awards and the standings for everybody. So let's start in our own division, the not so tight but wild NL West, as the Dodgers, who are 37-23, lead the way over 8 games behind the second place Diamondbacks, the only team close to 500 without going over. We are dead last, 14.5 out, but if you look at our schedule really quick, we have won actually 5 or 4 of our last 6. We've lost to Philly one time, we lost to the Mets one time. The Mets lost 1-0, the Philly lost. We got blown out 4-0. Our relievers did not have it in the Philly game, and the Mets game we just got unlucky. But Brandon Belt's been the hero in both of these series, as he's homered for 3 times for 6 RBIs already. So let's go back to the standings. In the NL Central, your Cardinals have a 1-game lead over the Brewers, and the tight-knit Cubs are 32-30, keeping hold as they are tied with the Pirates, and then the Reds are dead last. In the NL East, the Nationals, expected to win that division, are up in front, but right behind them are the Miami Marlins at 36-26, 4.5 out, and that is all that division has to offer. Let's go to the NL wild card. Currently, right now, the Marlins and Brewers would be in, and the Cubs win to finish 2 out. In the American League East, the Bronx Bomber Yankees have a 7-game lead over the Red Sox and Orioles, so a 1-team division currently still there. AL Central, Corey Kluber's Indians have a 1.5-game lead over the Detroit Tigers. Royals are 3rd. They started out the year very poorly and dead last, but they've picked things up very recently as they are 2 games above 500 and are sitting middle of the pack. In the American League West, just like in real life, the Oakland Athletics are dead last, but the Astros lead the division in real life, and on here they're playing... Sorry about that, the mic fell. Just about the same as Oakland, and they're not doing good. So the Mariners are 10 out. They're still above 500, but the Angels are running away with the division at 41-20. Now let's take a look at the All-Star votes and awards currently. Who leads them, who doesn't, who's hot, who's not. Start with the NL MVP. Ryan Zimmerman currently leads that. He has a .301 average, 14 home runs, 50 RBIs. AL MVP Brandon Moss with .335 average, 22 home runs, 56 RBIs. NL Cy Young, it's a toss-up between all of these pitchers. As you see, they all have below a 2.5 ERA. But if you had to pick one, Clayton Kershaw would be it. He is 10-1 with a 1.42 ERA and 90 strikeouts. On the American League side of things, Corey Kluber's defending Cy Young Award winner, or he's trying to defend it, but you see he's not in the race, but 2 Indians are, Carlos Carrasco and Danny Salazar, followed by King Felix. In the NL batting title, Johnny Peralta leads Ender Inciarte and John Jay for it, and in the AL, Brandon Moss, another Indian, leads Victor Martinez and Minnesota Twin favorite Joe Mauer for the batting title. NL reliever of the year, Steve Cishek, so far has 27 saves with a 3.18 ERA, and he is leading it right now. As the only other winner, which got introduced last year, was Craig Kimbrell for the Atlanta Braves. In the AL, Neftali Feliz leads the way with 25 saves with a stellar .36 ERA and 31 strikeouts. NL Rookie of the Year is the Cubby. Jorge Soler has 9 home runs, 39 RBIs, and a modest .306 average. In the AL, Jim Dunlap for the Indians. It seems like there's a boatload of them going on, but that's what they need if they need to be successful. He'll lead that. AL, Hank Aaron Award, Brandon Moss. And in the NL, Andrew McCutchen, batting .326, 12 home runs, 31 RBIs. Gold Glove leader Jason Vargas for the AL. Perfect fielding percentage as Derek Cullen and Chris Archer with 10 putouts and 5 assists. In the NL side of things, Jacob deGrom and then 2 Braves, Shelby Miller and Mike Fulton-Newix lead the way, but deGrom, the young stud for the Mets, has the slight edge. In the catcher, it's Rain Rivera, AL, NL, LaCroix. First base, Zimmerman for the AL, Anthony Rizzo behind him, and Chris Davis for the AL. AL second baseman, Dustin Pedroia, NL, Chase Utley. Third baseman, Nolan Arenado for the NL, Luis Valbuena, the Astro, and for the AL. At shortstop, Eric Ibar, AL, Ian Desmond, NL. Left field, Christian Yelich, very surprising name up there, followed by Curtis Granderson and Carl Crawford for the National League. In the AL, Brett Gardner, Michael Saunders, and Alex Gordon are your candidates. Center field, Jacoby Ellsbury, Michael Bourne, Rajai Davis. And in the NL, it's all M's. It's Marcell Ozuna and Milwaukee's Carlos Gomez lead the way. Right field, Ryan Braun and Stanton for the NL. Shane Victorino, Kevin Kiermaier, and Torrey Hunter for the AL. The catcher, as you see, Buster Posey for us has won it twice this year, or twice in the past 3 years, but he is nowhere to be found on this list, as Milwaukee's Jonathan LaCroix leads that stat. In the AL, John Jaso. So, jumping to the All-Star voting, Clayton Kershaw, Dan Heron, and Max Scherzer are your top 3 first starting pitcher for the National League. Relief pitcher is our own Yusmeiro Petit, Dustin McGowan, and Jordan Walden. Closing pitcher, Steve Cishek and LaTroy Hawkins. Catcher, LaCroix and Montero for the Cubs. First base, Zimmerman, Gonzalez. Second, Utley and Owens. Third base, Ramirez and Matt Carpenter. Shortstop, Johnny Peralta, Ian Desmond. Left field, Matt Holliday and Chris Davis from the Brewers. Center field, McCutchen and Blackman. Right field, Hayward and Soler. And for the AL, it's Brett Oberholzer and Jared Weaver, followed by King Felix, as we are about a month away from the All-Star break. But there you see, Brett Oberholzer for the Astros is on the DL, so that will halt his progress. So look for Jared Weaver and Felix Hernandez to make some moves. For the relievers in the AL, Junichi Tazawa for the Red Sox and David Carpenter. The closing pitcher for the AL, Neftali Feliz and Sean Doolittle. Catcher, Deondo Navarro and John Jaso. First base, the Tiger teammates of Vimar and Miguel Cabrera. At second base, Robinson Cano and Dustin Pedroia. Third base, Kyle Seager and Manny Machado. Shortstop, Alexi Ramirez, Eric Ibar. Left field, Michael Brantley, Brett Gardner. Center field, Rajai Davis and Mike Trout have a great lead over Adam Jones and Jacoby Ellsbury for the top 2 spots. And in right field for the American League, Brandon Moss and Jose Bautista. As you see there, Brandon Moss has a 190,000 vote lead. So that wraps up this episode, guys, of Franchise. Something a little different, not a game, but more stats and what we can look forward to coming to the All-Star break. As you take a look at the calendar, here's the All-Star break, and when we hit the Seattle series, which will be the first episode with the Elgato and all that stuff, that's the first game we're going to bring you. It'll be Madison Bumgarner, who is a dismal 1-8 with a 2.73 ERA, 92 Ks, versus J.A. Happ, who is 3-4 for 4.70 ERA. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and share with your friends. As always, I've been your host, JT Mathis 48, and I am signing off.